Alright, what's up guys? NinjaDeathStrike bringing you another Pokemon TCG battle, and tonight I'm going to be using a new deck that I think got tried out last format, but it was just too slow for there. And as you'll see when I mulligan, I think a few times here, I'm playing Gardevoir Gothitelle, which is, I got a single Goth, the little Goth thing. I always forget its name. Gothita? We'll go with Gothita for now. Anyhow, the idea behind the deck is to stream Gothitelles in order to just keep your opponent trainer locked for hopefully from turn 2 on. Obviously, until then though, you're super susceptible to catcher because you've got a bunch of weak little psychic Pokemon that Mewtwo just eats for breakfast. And the way that you're able to continually stream the Gothitelles is through the use of experience share, as well as Gardevoir's ability Sigh Shadow, I believe. Maybe that was one of the old Gardevoirs. Anyhow, as you can see, catcher's causing me problems right off the bat. I get end, and then, or no, I get catchered, which is kind of annoying because I didn't want that middle Goth thing. I forget all of their names except the final one. I'm sorry. Didn't want her active. Now I could candy into Gothitelle here, but I opt not to because I don't actually get the trainer lock up, and so it won't prevent a catcher or anything like that. And I don't have any energy, anything really to go with it. So I opt to just keep it in my hand. I don't know. Maybe I probably should have done that, but he uses his first attack and hits like all the energy. I think he just got 3 energies, which is ridiculous. So good for him. And then I go ahead and attach the psychic energy to my active Gothitelle. The reason I did that was because I do have the experience share on the benched one, so having it knocked out won't really change much. And he does the favor of ending me here, which is great. My hand was terrible. Unfortunately, I don't get anything good in my new hand, which sucks, but maybe I'll draw into a supporter. I did get that Sigilyph, so maybe I can use that to stall out for a few turns if I need to. And I got the Kirlia, which will let me evolve, make her just a little bit harder to knock out. I'm also going to go ahead and use those P-Coms. I play P-Com in this deck because it runs a ton of Pokemon, obviously, with 2 stage 2s. So it's my preferred method of search for this deck. Level Ball can't get you the final forms, and Ultra Ball is just a little too wasteful in a deck that needs to set so much stuff up. So I run max P-Com, and I think that might be it for my search. I might have Ultra Balls in here, but I'm not sure. So anyhow, I can't do anything this turn, which is bad. So I'm just going to stall as much as I can. I'm going to send Sigilyph up because his only attacker at the moment is Rayquaza. And then I'm also going to catch her out as Eel just to doubly screw him over. And if I can just hang on for one more turn, I can at least get a Gothitelle up, and that'll lock down his items, which hopefully will slow him down enough to the point where I can get some stuff going, get these Gothitelles coming at a decent pace. The biggest problem is that Rayquaza just runs train on me if it gets energy. It does need 3 energy to knock me out, but being able to take down Gardevoir in one hit is, or not Gardevoir, Gothitelle in one hit is really annoying, and I don't want it to happen. And he's already destroyed 1, so yeah, I'm not feeling great at this point. This deck is very slow, obviously, and it kind of needs to come from behind, but even then, you can't afford to give up too many prizes before you start attacking, or you're just never ever going to win anything. So he plays that Oak, which was very annoying. He clearly has a black and white on deck. He just decided that he's going to play some other cards from Heart Gold, Soul Silver because he still can. The program doesn't stop him. So technically rotation doesn't happen till September 1st. This happened before that, so I guess technically it's okay, but it's still kind of a dick move in my opinion. I don't know. It's just kind of annoying. So then he catches out Curly at 2, which is also annoying. And now I need to think about what I want to do. I don't know how many energy I have on that middle Goth, but I do decide to go for the Gothitelle over the Curlia just because I want to get the Trainer Lock up now. And I actually draw into Gardevoir, which is great. So I don't think I'm going to be able to attack this turn. I need another energy. Oh no, I do have 2. Awesome. So that worked out fantastic. I'm able to retreat, set up the Trainer Lock, and attack this turn. Since I have 2 and Gardevoir out, it counts as 4. It's going to let me do 110 damage and take a prize. And I get a Pecom. So that was pretty good. Now I have to worry about Rayquaza coming back and obliterating me again, though. And I don't have another Gardevoir on the field. So I need a break. I just need like one extra turn where he doesn't KO something and I can get some stuff going. This hand that I get end into is not the best hand. I have an energy for next turn. Oh, and now he plays Smeargle because, again, dick move. Not cool guy. So he gets to Juniper, which is bad for me. It means if he gets 3 energy on that Rayquaza, I get wasted. But I think he already used a Dynamotor onto his Zekrom. Luckily, even though he's playing Heart Gold, so silver cards, he's not the best. He makes some pretty bad choices. Does some things a little prematurely. So I really have no choice but to Juniper away this hand because I got to get something going. I need another Gothitelle up now. And I get it. I get my experience shares as well, which is really good. It means that all I need is 1 energy next turn to be able to attach to my benched Gothitelle, and that will mean that I can just keep them attacking as they go. So I also get to kill the Smeargle, which is great because fuck that thing. Doesn't belong in here. So now we have another Rayquaza, which is fun. And he's got that Zekrom down on the field, so that makes Sigilyph somewhat less useful because if I bring it up, he can just retreat for free into Zekrom and take out my Sigilyph and then go on the offensive with Rayquaza again. So, yeah, I'm at least I have a good chance of getting a Gothitelle up this turn. But you see, again, I'm going to need another one soon because this one's going to get knocked out before too long. So I choose to go ahead and Super Rod back in an entire line just so I have more options. I've lost 2 already. That means there's only 2 more in my deck. So I really need to put that line back in there. And then I attack, and I only do 90 damage, which is really weird because that should have done 110, and I think the problem is with experience share. I think if the energy gets attached via experience share, it doesn't count towards Gardevoir's ability. And I've had this happen a few other times too, where the energy that went to experience share for whatever reason doesn't get counted. And that's really strange and annoying. So it doesn't matter a whole lot here, though, because I do still hit him for 90. There's no way I was going to be able to OHKO it. So, you know, setting up for 2-hit KO is good enough. And now he brings in Zekrom and Outrages for 20, which is interesting. I guess he didn't want to have it killed, because if he'd gone for the Bolt Strike, I would have been able to hit him for 90 and killed him. And so he just goes for the Outrage, sets up for the 2-hit KO. I mean, he's going to have to 2-hit KO me either way. And here, I decide to catch a Rayquaza out again, which is really, really... I don't know. I feel like I should have just knocked out the Zekrom. If I had... Sigilyph could have walled the rest of his guys, but I guess it would have allowed him to use Catcher. So... I don't know. It is a questionable play. I'm still not sure exactly how I feel about it, but I get End again, and it actually works out beautifully because I had 3 Biancas in my hand before, and now I just have 1 and an energy. So that means I can attach the energy, potentially play the card I draw, and then Bianca for 6, which just feels so good when you get to do it. It's the main reason I've kind of switched over to Bianca instead of Sharon. It's just a lot better late game, especially with N being so prevalent. So he is going to think for a long, long time here about what he wants to do. Yeah, it takes him a while. I probably should have paused it, but alright, here he's going again. I guess he doesn't have an energy. That's his main problem. Maybe. Oh no, he does. He's got 3 on the Rayquaza. So he opts to send that up instead of the Zekrom, which I don't think is the right play. He should have attacked with Zekrom. Even if it gets knocked out, you know, if I take this Rayquaza down, I win. So I think maybe going with Zekrom would have been better, but I guess not. So Bianca plays off big here. I hit the Candy and the Gothitelle, so I'm going to be able to Rare Candy into Gothitelle again, which is great. It means that I keep my offensive pressure going up. And since I don't have any damage on me, it means that Zekrom cannot one-shot me. That he has no access to trainers, no chance to plus power or anything like that. And I have that golden catcher in my hand. So barring an N, which he's played quite a few, at least 2, maybe 3 or even 4. So chances of him having an N aren't great. And since he can't use a switch, once he retreats, that Rayquaza is not coming back to attack. There's no way for him to get it active again. He already used his retreat for the turn. So the only thing Zekrom can do here is Bolt Strike. I think he actually just goes for Outrage, which is fine. It means that he'd only have to spend 2 energy to attack next turn, but he doesn't have an N, so I finish the game with the Golden Catcher, take him out with another Mad Kinesis, and win, even though he had Smeargle and Pont, which are clearly better than anything we have in the format right now. But that's going to be the game. I hope you guys liked it. Leave me a comment, a thumbs up if you liked the video. Let me know what you think about... Well, by the time this comes out, PTCGO will either have initiated rotation or not, because it'll definitely go up after September the 1st. So we'll see what happens with that. But leave me a comment about that, however it happens, one way or the other, and let me know what you think. And I'll have more videos coming your way shortly. Thanks for watching, guys.